Hello and welcome to another video. I hope that you are all very well. Today I'd like to talk to you about the importance of reversing at crawling speed. However, before I get started, I just wanted to say a big thank you to all our subscribers, because without you guys, this video today would not be possible. If you are new to this channel and you find benefit in it, then please do subscribe so that you do not miss out on future videos. So without wasting time, let's get started. Many learner drivers, they worry unnecessarily, may I add, when it comes to reversing. The reason they worry is that they try to perfect it. They want to be able to do it perfectly correct each and every single time. The good news is that here in the UK, as far as the driving test is concerned, you don't need to be perfect in order to pass the test. As a matter of fact, you can make up to 15 minor mistakes and still pass the driving test. When it comes to reversing, the driving examiner wants to see two things. Firstly, whether you are capable of reversing with reasonable accuracy. And secondly, whether this reversing can be done with due regard to all road users. Now, if you were to reverse at crawling speed, this will make it easier for you to do the maneuver with reasonable accuracy, just like the examiner wants. Let me give you a couple of examples. In the first example, you reverse back. Let's say you're doing a parallel park, for example. You reverse back and then you forget which way to steer. So you steer the wrong way and the car touches the curb. The back wheel touches the curb. The examiner will most likely give you a minor fault for that. Now, let me give you another example. The same scenario. You're doing a parallel park, you're reversing back, and then all of a sudden your mind goes blank. You forget which way to steer, you steer the wrong way, and you hit the curb. This time, the examiner is most likely to give you a serious fault, resulting in the whole driving test being failed. So, what is the difference? In the first maneuver, I used the word touch. You touch the curb. In the second example, I used the word hit. You hit the curb. So, if you touch the curb, this is normally considered as a minor fault. But if you hit the curb, this is considered as a serious fault. Now, you may be thinking, what's the difference between touching and hitting the curb? Let me show you. That's my hand. That's my fist. I touched it. There. I touched it again. I've touched it again 3 times. Now, I'm going to give you an example of a hit. Hit, hit, hit. So what was the difference? The difference was the speed. At crawling speed, it will be a touch. You will touch the curb. However, at walking speed, that touch will become a hit, resulting in the test being failed. So once again, you're doing a parallel park, your mind goes blank. If you touch the curb, that's a minor fault. You simply go forward, correct the mistake, and reverse park again. Now, I also mentioned that the second thing that the examiner wants to make sure is that you can reverse with due regard to all road users. Now, that doesn't mean that you make all the necessary observations once and then reverse back within 2 seconds. You can be the best driver in the world and still fail the driving test, because the test is there to see how safe you are, not how good you are. So by doing it at crawling speed, by reversing at crawling speed, it'll give you more opportunity to make the observations. So you could be in the middle of the maneuver, crawling along, and you can still look forward. You can still look in the right-hand mirror, in the left-hand mirror, and then back again, and still get it with a reasonable accuracy. So that is the secret to passing the driving test as far as the reversing is concerned. Do it at crawling speed. And for you guys who can't imagine what crawling speed is, imagine a baby on the road crawling along. How fast or how slow do you think this baby will crawl at? So just imagine this baby crawling along. In fact, let me change my mind on that. Let's not imagine the child crawling on the road. Let's just imagine a child crawling in your living room, and that's the speed you want to be reversing. So that brings the video to an end. If you're a subscriber, please do remember to share this video with at least one person and help expand the channel. If you're not a subscriber and you found benefit, please do subscribe. Thank you for your time. Take care. Bye-bye.